Everybody, welcome back to Leosophy. This is the Pseudoscience series. I was actually going to talk about essential oils and um, other homeopathic remedies, which, by the way, essential oils are not homeopathic. I sort of said that weird. But I'm not going to talk about that for this particular episode, just in light of everything that's going on. I thought I would go over magical thinking and pseudoscience in relation to Corona, because there's a lot of magical thinking on the rise about this. Okay, for starters, let's separate sort of the pseudoscientific wheat from the pseudoscientific chaff, because there are natural remedies that are helpful that the CDC will say isn't just because it's got natural written on it or because it's not meted out in a proper amount, like the way that pills are. But let's go over the big offenders. I've seen a lot of people buying toilet paper, and that's silly, but that's not pseudoscientific, because they're not buying it because they think it's going to cure them. I don't really know why they're buying it. Maybe they're just scared that they'll run out. I don't know. It's very odd to buy no food and lots of that. But anyway, because one leads to the other, right? Anyway, antibacterial soap. Antibacterial soap is something that makes a lot of sense if there was a strain of bacteria that was not resistant to antibacterial soap that was circulating and causing the current disease that we're seeing. But it's not. It's caused by a virus. And it's right there in the name. Antibacterial soap has nothing on it that will make it more effective against a virus than regular soap. And regular soap is actually great. Like, regular soap is terrific for viruses. A lot of people don't realize it doesn't just wash viruses off your body, which is the reason why soap in general works. It reduces the surface tension on your body to nil, and then things just slide off. Dirt, oil, particles, bacteria, and viruses. But it doesn't just do that. Because soap is sort of a bipolar molecule, that is to say it's drawn to both lipids and water on either end, it actually creates a force on a virus that can sort of rip it open. The same thing would actually happen to our cells if we didn't have skin, which is very useful. It's why all vertebrates have skin, because the things that can destroy a single cell on one level, if you're exposed to it as a multicellular organism, it would just destroy multiple cells and damage you every day. It would be almost impossible to survive that way. So what's great about having skin is it's a barrier, not just from pathogens, but actually from soap itself, because soap rends hydrophilic organisms in two. And that happens with the protein coat of viruses. That happens with the phospholipid bilayer that's usually found in most bacterial cells and animal cells, which can include the animal parasites that I mentioned in a previous episode. So, bottom line, soap, regular run-of-the-mill soap, the large stuff you can buy from flipping the Amish, the medieval degree technology, works great. Absolutely encourage people, wash. Wash like you're obsessive compulsive. I don't need any help with that, but yeah, antibacterial soap will not help. Ethanol. 70% isopropyl alcohol is a great way to sanitize surfaces, doorknobs, phone receivers, tabletops, etc. It's great for that. White vinegar, also great. I mentioned that in a previous episode. Great at degrading the protein coat of viruses. Drinking alcohol will not destroy any viruses that are in your body. And drinking non-ethanol alcohols like methanol and isopropyl and any form of alcohol other than ethanol will kill you. There have been deaths because people have read online, if I drink 90% isopropyl alcohol, it'll kill the virus. No, it'll kill you. So just don't do that. Essential oils, which I'm going to cover in depth on another episode, they don't do anything for viruses. Sorry. Yes, it smells good, but it's not going to help you. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is great for reducing the amount of time in which you will have a virus, but it won't prevent you from getting one in your system. And as such, it also won't prevent you, while you're asymptomatic, from spreading it. So, yeah, vitamin C is always a good idea, but it's not like this magical cure. Um, Now on to some of the things that actually could be useful. Elderberry. Elderberry actually does have antiviral properties. It could absolutely work. Anything that actually, if you study and look into, that's natural, that has antiviral properties, could be helpful. It's not a substitution for social, what is everybody calling it now? Social distancing? Is that the word for it now? Which is such a fun, marketable way of saying voluntary quarantine. That's really what that is. Um, yeah, there are things that absolutely do help. Anything with antiviral qualities helps, but it's not a substitute for not going out and not. And incidentally, back to the alcohol thing. Um, Alcohol lowers your immune system and your response to fight off things. So even though it's St. Patrick's Day at the time of filming this, and it'll be a couple days after that, the weekend of St. Patrick's Day when this is released, um, I strongly discourage people from having any kind of libation right now, unless they intend on having little home get-togethers with 5 or fewer people and having one drink. If you plan on tying one on, you're going to end up compromising your immune system anyway. It does not kill viruses in your body. I don't know how that got started. Your body is not some sterile environment that alcohol is going to clean like a countertop. If that was the case, you would need or not sulfa pills. You would need like fecal transplants every time you got drunk, because your gut biome would be completely obliterated every single time you had any alcohol, if that was the case. So, yeah, essential oils do not help. Antibacterial soap does not help. Um, what were some of the other ones? Alcohol, obviously, it's isopropyl alcohol, 70% is great for cleaning things, but it's not so great for cleaning you. Um, Again, just soap and water. The same technology that allowed some European people to survive the bubonic plague, because they were like, I've noticed that Davy down the road, he's crazy. He washes up all the time. That's supposed to make you sick, but he never gets sick. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. That's exactly how you can treat corona, with the same technology, with the same methods. Wash yourself regularly with soap and water. Don't go out into big crowds. And the only one that's like that I agree that actually could help would be antiviral remedies, including elderberry. That actually could help. I kind of wish that I'd bought some, because I don't know if you can find any right now. But bottom line, do not fall into magical thinking. I mean, yeah, some of the key medical authorities right now, they do seem to be occluding a lot of facts, and it does make people suspicious of mainstream authority with regard to what to do about this virus. But it doesn't mean believing any shaman or soothsayer who comes along who says, hey, if you swirl this chicken over your head 3 times, you won't get corona. That's not how this works. Like, share, subscribe, keep asking questions. Bye.